It's episode 3 of the Friday Livestream Aftershow. It's Kevin, it's Caitlin, and it's you. We're going to kick off like we did last week with your phone calls. So, Caitlin, let's take the first one.
All right, let's give Alyssa a try.
Is this
What's
Alyssa?
up?
Is this the famous Alyssa?
Yes, it is. What's up?
You're getting like primetime treatment 2 weeks in a row. You're the first caller back-to-back weeks.
It's great to be back, Kevin Kenny. Thank you very much.
Well, you're nicer than that guy from the Philippines that he went on a big spiel to me last week, and then I go, hey, man, you got to come back next week. He goes, no, I'm never going to come back. What did you think of the show tonight?
I enjoyed it so much. You know, I feel like the live stream today, it was the epitome of diversity right there, because music is so diverse these days. I feel like music from different languages and cultures, it's artistic, you know?
Yeah. What did you particularly find diverse about today's show?
Well, from watching the Now United interview, they're like the epitome of diversity right there.
Yeah, totally. Did you like Now United? They seem to be a new and popular group on the show.
Well, I wasn't that familiar with Now United until recently. Like, I heard of them like a few weeks ago, and then I started doing my research, and then I'm like, maybe I could stand them. But I'm still doing my research.
All right, you're not ready to commit to the stand-em yet.
Not yet. I'm still learning the facts.
Who did you root for tonight?
I rooted from like so many, but I'll name them all. Blackpink, New Hope Club, Tomorrow by Together, Jackson Wang, EXO, ATEEZ, CNCO, BTS, Lay Zhang, Little Mix, Monsta X, Why Don't We, and Now United.
Wow. Alyssa just rattled off almost everyone we played. Well, let's talk about ATEEZ really quick. Have you been an ATEEZ fan for a long time?
Yeah, since 2018. 2018 was the year they made their debut.
So, Alyssa, is it A-Teeny? How do I say their fandom name?
ATEEZ, like
ATEEZ. Okay.
Yeah.
ATEEZ. Now, what do you make of them being top 5, I think, for back-to-back weeks now on the MTV Friday Livestream?
It's cool how they're getting in the top 5, but hopefully we'll get like higher than that.
Yeah, spread the word.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to spread the word. And speaking of spreading the word, I'm very happy that Monsta X took the throne again. It's like God heard my prayers.
It was an amazing effort by the Monbebe this week, and I wanted to ask you actually directly, because you kind of are one of the primetime OGs of the live stream. Allie the Army, along with Tara Munster and the whole group. What did you think of my shirt? Did you see my shirt tonight?
Oh yeah, I saw it. Like the minute you gave me and the OG crew a shout out, I was like, thank you, God heard my prayers.
Yeah, totally, right? Well,
Yeah.
so it's so great hearing from you. I'm gonna try to get to as many people tonight as I can, but any final words or any predictions for next week?
I really want to see BTS and Monsta X and ATEEZ again. And I was really happy when Jackson Wang came back.
Yeah, back on the show. 100 Ways is such a fantastic song, don't you think?
Oh yes, like the minute I first heard of it, I was like, whoa. Like I got blown away.
Yeah, really fantastic. Great video too. Well, Alyssa, have an amazing weekend. I love hearing your voice, and I love knowing that you're watching.
Likewise, and stay safe out there.
Angelica. It looks like she's a fan of Cimorelli by her icon.
Angelica, you ever watch Rugrats or get the Rugrats reference?
No.
No. Really? No one has ever brought up the show Rugrats to you?
No, I know that.
You're like, I'm not talking about this. I didn't call in to talk about Rugrats. Are you a Sim fan, Angelica?
Yep.
From where?
I'm part of the Sad Chucking Club.
Wait, you said Sad Chucking Club?
Yep.
I can't escape you guys. You guys are like a gang.
Yeah, we have 10 people in it.
You have 10 people?
Yep.
Wow. Who did we talk to last week from the Sad Chucking Club, Caitlin? Was it
Harper
Becca?
and Becca.
Becca and Harper, that's
Yep.
right. But then you guys don't mix around that character Golden Cimorelli, do
Ola. Yes, she's part of Sad Chucking Club.
you? Is she?
Yes.
No, she's bad news. I'm telling you right now.
No,
She's
nice.
She's bad
That was
news.
nice.
Golden Cimorelli, bad news. Well, give me the update on the Sim Fam this week, because it's been a big week, of course, with the new arrival.
Well, for voting, I think people gave up.
Forget the new
because
life being brought to the planet. Let's get back to the voting. Tell us about the voting.
Alright, so people are like, so my friends in my group chat are like, oh, we should vote for the band because like everyone is in the band. Lisa and Lauren are in the band.
Right.
But everyone, like, there's people voting for Lauren, like not voting for the band. So like people started giving up because like we think that we're letting Simulate down because we can't get them to the top 5 because we aren't grouping together to vote for the band.
Well, they're still on MTV every week. MTV needs to play "I Am Enough." We need to get Mama Cimarelli to send us that video. We need that video.
Want I Am Enough. We
I
want
wanna
a
see I Am
change of song.
I agree. I like "Fallback." That's my favorite song, but I want to also see new videos. So, look, from my point of view, not that I'm like a member of the Sim Fam necessarily. I'm like, I got to be unbiased as the host of this thing, but I think it's a win that MTV's talking about him every week, and Lauren's now like starting a streak. Caitlin, do you know how many weeks Lauren's been?
Lauren is 3 weeks, I believe.
3 weeks, and that's the longest, right? I don't think Lisa ever got to 3 weeks. No shade to Lisa, but I think that's the longest soloist from Cimarelli, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right on. I love Angelica being like, yeah, I know too. You can ask me too. All right, Angelica, what do you think the future of Cimarelli is on MTV? Do you have any predictions for next week and beyond?
I think people will still want Cimarelli to get to like the top 5 next week or like but most requested, but I don't know if people will actually vote for them or not. I think people still continue voting for Lauren.
Okay, I think that's fair. Do you want to say hello to anybody? You want to give a shout out?
I want to shout out the Sad Chugging Club. Yeah.
That's it. You want to shout me out?
Sure. Shout out to Kevan.
She says begrudgingly. Angelica, have an awesome weekend, okay? I'm so happy you called in.
Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend too.
All right.
All right, let's try Terry.
Terry, what up?
Hey, Kev, Big Kev, we finally get to talk.
This is amazing.
I have been excited about this since last week when I couldn't get in, and I'm so glad that I got a hold of you this week. So we had an exciting live today. It was nuts.
Very exciting. How did you think of the show? I want your perspective.
I think it's just what a show should be, because I was around, I'm not gonna give my age, during 80s MTV when I was a tad bit younger than I am now, and TRL, and I had that same type of excitement and type of feeling with it. You're awesome.
Oh,
so
thank you, Terry.
Carsons, the Marthas, the JJs. I mean,
Oh, wow.
you keep it so positive throughout the week. We're just having a great time with you. The banter back and forth. It is such a positive environment because fandoms can get nuts, and it's just a really, really great environment. I love the show. Representing my Maurinatics out there. Hey, everybody. We have worked so hard. I'm so proud of what we were able to accomplish. I mean, we're not a huge fandom, and we're kind of like a grassroots situation, but man, to even be in the game at the beginning of the live and the last 3 weeks where she's pulled those numbers, we're just excited. We're thrilled, and we're Go
Sorry,
ahead,
no. I was just gonna commend you. So much work goes into that. I always just go back to time and how valuable time is, and for you guys to put in the work that Caitlin, who's on the line right now too, produces this after show.
Hey,
She Caitlin has her own fans now, but she runs all the numbers on our side of things. She works with me every day, and I mean, we're talking like hundreds of thousands of impressions for Morissette votes. It's just incredible. And again, it's not the biggest fandom, but it's a fandom that's very passionate, and it's a community that's amazing.
Yes, there is I don't know if you know Rick Barker. Rick Barker he was Taylor Swift's manager in her early days.
Yeah.
And he runs a kind of organization where he works on social media and gives advice. And he says that followers do not equal fans. So you can have a gazillion followers, but maybe they're not all hardcore fans. And Morissette has fans.
Totally.
She has fans. I mean, we're walking through fire for this young lady because she is absolutely incredible, and we're so thrilled that she's able to have this kind of global platform. I don't know if people understand how rare this is for this to happen. This is MTV USA. I live in America. I discovered her on YouTube almost 3.5 years ago. I can remember the day and the time that I heard her, and she knocked me dead. And I only felt that way with other artists that we know now as one name, big names. So I've been riding hard for this girl for this long, but there's just the throng of people who have that feeling for her and her own fans in the Philippines. Those people are just amazing. They've embraced me. I don't live there. I've never been to the Philippines, hope to go someday. They've embraced me, and we're a family. I mean, we ride hard together. We take the losses, we take the wins. We just keep on trucking. This girl is amazing and deserves for the world to hear her. So I am thrilled that she's on this show, and we're hoping to hang in there week after week after week after week with you guys.
Well, I'll tell you, I wouldn't even be surprised, and Caitlin can run these numbers, at a later time. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more votes actually this week for Morissette. I felt like a boxing match hosting this. It was the hardest fought show tonight. It was so insane that I honestly think that, and how do I say this? The Maui Natics?
Yeah, Maui Natics.
Okay.
And there's a Morissette United. We're kind of all together now.
Okay.
There are people that just got to help her trend on Twitter. That's why the experience is there. I don't know if you realize this, but we've been training for this. She's on a show that happens once a week. Since COVID, it's been kind of wonky. But there's a show that she is on, and that's what we work to do, to get her name out there and get her trending, because in a little, country like the Philippines, they have some massive talent there. And she's, for me, I'm speaking for me, just the absolute tops. My goodness, I just call her the it girl. I have met her, and she's just wonderful because she remembers the people that are kind of around a lot. So she knows my name, and she's just an amazing young woman. So I flew out to see her twice. I would do it 10 times again. COVID has locked us in, but
of course,
we're hoping when COVID somehow gets a hold of it around the world, we can get back to seeing these concerts. So
absolutely, Terry, really quick, because you know what? I want you to explain something for the listener. A lot of people watch this show, and something I'm really proud of is this is a show that you can watch with your family. You can watch with your parents, and if your parents are, of the MTV generation and they watched MTV in their day, and then let's say you're a younger viewer that is just discovering MTV and this show, you made a comment earlier how it reminds you, or it's reminiscent of shows of your younger days watching MTV. Can you explain what those shows were and how you feel this is similar?
So TRL was a call-in show, and that was kind of when online just kind of started. And I won't give away my age, but like to my younger Melanetic babies, when they ask me how old I am, I say that I'm younger than Mariah, but older than Beyonce, because that kind of keeps me in that cool kind of factor age. But that's
spot.
Where I'm at. So it's the same feeling where you would call in and you're hoping that your video gets played, or if they're holding the record after so many weeks. I can't remember which one held the record for back when Carson was on there, and Lala. I mean, it was just a great show. You remember how people would line up? I mean, if a big act came, they would line up outside of the studio, packed in front of the MTV studio. It was a huge show, and I'm getting that feeling with this one. You guys pulled in, I think 4,000 people today that were watching at one point.
Yeah, we got 5,200 and something at our peak, which is, I think, a new record.
It's growing, and I think more and more people are going to want to get these acts on that show. And I agree with the gentleman that called last week, keep it going. Keep it going. It's a platform, especially when you're giving this international exposure, because all over the world, as you can see now with BTS, Blackpink, a lot of these acts that are kind of breaking through and coming in, they're opening doors for other acts from other parts of the world, and it's very interesting to see what's happening. And now that we have the quarantine situation where you kind of are losing I call it your kind of glitz and glam. So you don't have all the dancers, and it's just people getting on and their voices are being heard. People are getting creative. We're seeing things that we would not have seen. We're seeing people getting opportunities that they would not have had if it had not been for people just being shut in and then focused right on, these few items or few devices that we have. So yeah, MTV was huge when I was growing up. I remember when Thriller came out. Thriller played at the top of the hour where the rocket would go off and the astronaut would come up, and Thriller would play at the top of the hour every hour. I would run home and run down the stairs to get that TV on to see Thriller because it was massive. And I kind of get that feeling with this show that it's headed in an interesting direction. And I'm excited that my girl is a part of it at this point and to see where this goes.
And it feels like it's always new. Doesn't it kind of almost feel episodic, like a series?
I've only been part of it for the last, 3 or 4 weeks. It's funny because one of our fans just sent a message to us. They're like, hey, we got to spam this show. Now, I don't know if you realize that we go hard. So if they say spam this show, then we're going to spam whatever. And I was cracking up with a couple of my fan friends. I'm like, we'll spam a tree for her. So we get on there, and it's wild. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm in the middle of it. I'm on Instagram, and I'm just, we're gonna do what we need to do to get her out there. And you gave us a chance. So the first week, you're like, hey, you guys went hard. Come on, we're gonna put her name on there. Come back. This is how you need to do it. And I just love the fact that you were so supportive. You have no idea how much that means when you have a fandom that is just working really, really hard and just looking for little corners here and there to get her name out there.
Yeah, of course. And I feel so privileged to be able to be sort of, like the mayor, the proverbial mayor of this like Stanville, because awesome. I get to behold such beautiful communities, and such positive communities. And even
I like that.
Yeah, and I think sometimes fans can get crazy, and then when they don't win, they get angry. But I see it all as passion.
We can't do that. It is the process. I heard a quote. I think I wrote this. I'm not sure where. I'm big on quotes. I don't know if you realize that, but I'm big on quotes. And it says something like, "I never lose. I either win or I learn." And that's so important. Mountain X, I hope you guys are hearing that as well. It's not a lost situation. This is MTV in the USA, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't get bigger than that in a platform for, these young artists who are trying so hard. I'm sure, Kevin, you've been doing this for a while to see these artists work hard.
Yep.
They're real people. They are not characters in a movie on a screen. They have hopes. They have dreams. They've worked for years for this. So having respect for each and every one of them is so important. It really is important. I'm getting in mom mode now because I have kids, but it really is. The internet can be toxic.
Yeah.
And we don't need to have that kind of environment. And I love the way you run your show because you do not run it in a way that it's competitive, but it's supportive. The video you had today was hilarious with her. I don't know who put that together, but it rocked.
Oh, with her in a chair?
It was amazing.
Caitlin made that. Caitlin made that.
Caitlin, you rock. That was awesome. So I saved that to my phone. Nice to meet you, by the way. So I saved it to my phone, and I hope that Morissette sees it because it's hilarious.
So funny. Well, Terry, thank you so much for calling in. We got to get to the other callers, but please become a regular on this after show. I'd love to hear from you.
I will anytime. Thank you so much, Kevin. You rock. You're awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be out here to support you. We're going to be back again next week, Mountain Addicts. We're going to work really, really hard. Congratulations to everybody.
I love it. The positivity. Talk soon, Terry.
Sure. Take care.
Okay. Katie?
Hi.
Oh, Kevin, we have Katie.
Katie, hold on. I grabbed a drink from the fridge. 1 second. Katie, what's up?
I am just calling to say hi. I was on the live chat voting battle and just want to say what's up.
I like it. Everyone looks at it a different way, but then it's all accurate. You know what I mean? Like the live chat voting battle. So who were you? Well, first off, where are you from, if you don't mind saying, Katie?
I'm from San Diego, California.
Nice. Where I heard that's the most beautiful place in America. Is that true?
Of course. And I hope you, Caitlin, Banjo, and producer Clay are all safe from the tropical storm.
Yes, dude. It's been a crazy week here weather-wise in New York, but They kept having, it's funny. They kept having me up my light. They gave me like this really professional light because it was so dark outside. It was like, usually it's really bright. It's an issue of the sun, but we are all safe. And I'm glad it sounds like you are too in San Diego. So who were you rooting for tonight on MTV?
First Monster X, I'm on Monbebe.
Oh, beautiful. Are you excited for the concert?
Yes, very excited. And thank you for the interview too on the other show that I will not mention.
You can mention it here, the radio.com interview. It's so funny about that because some people care at MTV, but if you get the wrong executive, backstage on these Zoom calls or whatever while we're doing the show, and they're like, why is he talking about that? So it's just funny. But yeah, the radio.com interview was, I thought it was fantastic. And those guys are working so hard, as I'm sure you know, but just so hard. And it was so cool for them to take the time to answer the questions from the fans. And I'm excited. I can't wait to watch that concert.
Yeah, we were like, everybody was excited with the radio.com. I don't know if you were part of the promo or what was going on yesterday with the tweeting, but the people there the staff there was awesome. You were awesome. So we just really appreciate you and just wanted to say thank you so much for everything you guys do.
Well, and likewise, I really appreciate the, I was saying to a caller before we took your call, and she was a Morissette fan. And I feel so lucky and privileged to get to be around such positive communities. I think community is something like I love being a part of, and I get to kind of like be a part of all the communities. You know what I mean? So you guys are one of the most positive in the Monbebe, and I actually got a gift from this other Monbebe like fan account that I'm excited to open, but it just speaks to your kindness. What are you looking forward to with Monsta X on the show? Any predictions? You think a long title reign, or give me your thoughts, Katie?
We're hoping that we keep the streak going and maybe get them to appear on the VMAs.
Okay. Very interesting.
That's fine. Because we know you have some power.
Yep. I mean, this show definitely has some power. I'll tell you right now, there are people on the VMAs this year that I don't know would have been on the VMAs without this show. So we'll see. I mean, they're up for a VMA. You do know that. You can vote for them, right?
Of course, I vote every day, and especially during the power hours.
VMA.mtv.com for those that don't know. Do you have a bias? I'm curious in Monsta X.
It's so hard with that group.
Yeah.
It's normally Shonu, but Kian's kind of in there, but it's really hard. But Kevan, I do want to say that I actually, when I started getting to Monsta X, I saw your interviews first.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, I think I saw your interview when they were doing the Connect tour and they were all in white. And then I saw your other build, the one for Jealousy. So I got to know them more through your interviews. And I want to thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I love hearing that. And thank you so much for saying that, Katie. Those are, I was so new to K-pop, and I'm like very outspoken about like, I'm always a visitor. I'm always a guest in the house of K-pop, because I wasn't like, necessarily a huge K-pop fan growing up or around it, but I was hosting those shows when it was really breaking in the summer of 2018. Really all 2018, it was a really exciting year for K-pop in the States, as I'm sure you know, and just what an exciting time, being around them for their first big US interviews and getting to do them. And that Billboard one where they're all in white, you were referring to, that was backstage at, was it the Prudential Center or the New Jersey Performing Arts Center? It was one of their concerts. And then don't they sing Backstreet Boys in that interview? I don't know if you remember, but that was cool. And then the Build, the other one you're referring to is called the Build series, and that's a show that's taped on 4th and Broadway in New York City, and we shut down 4th and Broadway that day. I mean, it was truly an incredible day, and I love those guys. I'm not supposed to be biased, I'm supposed to love everybody equally, but I've been around them so much, and I know their team, and just everybody. It's just
You're a great interviewer, and I like that you actually do study your artists that you do interview. So just, you're just a great guy. You just shine in the industry, and you're just genuine. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks for spreading positivity.
One more thing I've been asked is that box that you got, is there a way you could do like a viewing or something? Because a lot of mom babies are curious too.
Yeah, should I do? Well, so I'm kind of new to YouTube. Like this after show lives on YouTube as, just like an audio product. Should I do like an unboxing? You think that's the move? Like I'll unbox it live on YouTube?
Yes.
That could be cool,
great.
right? All right, let's do that. Caitlin, take note. And Katie, it was so great to talk to you. And please call back anytime, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you. Have a good day. Night.
Safa. I don't think we've gone with on here with her before, right? Okay, so let's try her.
Very good.
Oh my gosh,
Safa, how are you?
I'm great. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out.
Why, you didn't think you were gonna get through?
No, yes. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. Oh my god. Hey.
How are you? Where are you calling from, Safa?
The Netherlands.
Oh, no way. What time is it by you?
3 a.m.
Wow. You better get
I
some
waited.
sleep. Yeah, did you watch the MTV Friday Livestream tonight?
I watched half of it because I got bored. Sorry.
I love it. Safa, I love you. I love the honesty. I love that so much. I watched half because I got bored. Well, what got you bored? Tell me. Was it whenever I was talking?
Yes, no, just kidding. It was just because Lauren and Simrelli Band was I already heard their songs and I knew they would get a double play and no one was commenting and I just...
And you're like, I'm not trying to watch Kevan blabber, you know?
Yes.
You and Banjo have a lot in common, by the way.
Oh my gosh, I'm twins.
Yep, you and Banjo twins. You hear that, Banj? She also doesn't find me entertaining. So Safa, how long have you been a Sim fam?
Over a year.
Okay, how'd you discover them?
Okay, this is a long story, I guess, kinda. I was on Instagram and I saw them on my Explore page, the James Charles cover with them. And I didn't know them, and I didn't know James Charles either. So I searched James Charles sisters because I thought maybe it was a sisterhood or something. I didn't find anything. And at a certain moment, I was like, okay, I didn't know Demi Lovato, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings with not knowing Demi, but... So I searched something like "You Make Me Glow" James Charles, and that's when I found that video clip. And since that day, I was like, I love them.
Just immediately fell in love.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. And what do you think of them on MTV? Do you have any thoughts on where they're at right now, where you want to see them go, the voting strategy? Any comments or thoughts?
Oh yeah, Okay, so I've got a kind of inside scoop, I guess. Maybe.
Okay.
In a group chat, it's called JFam. We've been talking about it, and we were like, "Oh my gosh!" There were people screaming outside. Oh my gosh! We were like, "Okay, so what if we will get Simrelli Band at first? Like, we want them to be first, or at least in the top 5, and we want vote for Lisa or Lauren a lot. Like, we will focus on Simrelli Band. That's kind of what we want to do.
Okay, right on. So what is the goal? Do you think the goal is to get everybody on the show, Lauren, Lisa, and the band, or would you rather just the band be number 1?
The band number 1.
Okay, right on.
Can I ask you something?
It depends. Go on.
It's about Amy, the live stream. Like you.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was gonna say I can't tell you where I live, but yeah, sure.
Oh no. Do you already know the date?
Caitlin, we don't know the date, right?
No, we don't. I know that with Christina getting ready to have the baby, and now that she had it, Amy's just been very busy.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, Safa, do you want to give a congratulations at all to the Simrelli family?
Yes. Congratulations on your baby. I'm praying for all of you. I'm praying for Nick. I'm praying for Christina and for the baby, and also for everyone in your family. I'm so happy. I'm so excited, and I love him already. And he's an angel.
That's amazing. Congratulations, by the way, from us at MTV. I really think we should send like MTV baby bottles or something. I was telling the producers, like, we got to send them like a care package or something. They're part of the MTV family now. Well, Caitlin, on the topic, so next week for the big reveal, Safa, you ever watch that on IG, the top requested big reveal?
Yeah.
So that's where okay. So we had Josh Beauchamp today, and then from Now United. Next week, Caitlin, we have Jacob Sartorius, right?
Yes.
And then the week after that, do we have Annie?
We're in the talks with Annie right now for that day.
Okay, so then
Mhm.
I would guess that Amy Cimarelli could be a guest maybe on 8/28. And I haven't said that publicly to anyone, Safa, okay?
Oh, so I get an inside scoop. Oh,
You did. You got the inside scoop. You do.
oh, I'm a DM people in the
There you
moment.
go. So spread the news unofficially. Safa, any other questions or no?
No,
Have at it.
I don't think so.
Okay. She's like, you're not that interesting, dude. All right.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, Safa. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. There's no reason to be sorry. What are you doing in the Netherlands this weekend? Like, what's fun to do in the Netherlands?
It's really hot, so I'm not thinking about maybe going to the beach,
Okay, there you go.
pool. I don't know.
And food. Yeah, I would
Ooh.
recommend including food over the next 3 days.
Same. Ice cream.
All right, Safa, you rule and call back anytime, okay?
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
There's Kelsey, who we tried the first time, like first episode, and we couldn't get through to her.
Oh, really? Try her then.
Yeah. Okay.
Kelsey, what up?
Not much. What's up with you?
You're just chilling. You're such a different vibe than Safa. Safa was like screaming. Where are you from, Kelsey?
I'm from Kentucky.
Oh, nice. My friend went to University of Kentucky. He was just telling me. I was just talking to him today. He's one of my good friends growing up, and he loves the state of Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I live in the city next to the university. I mean, there's like the university, and then there's like Eastern University, which is where
Okay.
I live, where that one is. So,
That's awesome. You listen to any hip hop or
not
Not a
probably
ton.
not too much.
you ever
I
listen
mean,
to
I
Jack
try to-
Harlow? He's from I guess where is he from? Louisville, I guess.
I've not, but I'll have to check him out.
Oh, dude, this is Kelsey King.
Yeah.
Oh, you're famous. You were the 1,000th subscriber on YouTube.
Yeah, I was.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, Kaylin. You should
Thank you.
we should have prepared something for this. This is incredible.
I'm sorry, I'm
Kelsey-
letting you down.
Oh no, it's fine. I wasn't sure if you would know or not, but I was like,
Well,
maybe I'll mention that.
us double Ks, we gotta stick together, man. Kevin Kenny,
yeah.
Kelsey King, it goes together, man. Well, Kelsey, give me your thoughts on tonight's show. Did you watch it by chance, the Friday live stream?
I watched a little bit of it, but I was like, so it really came on. I was like, oh, let me check that out, and then I pretty much left. So
Yeah, totally.
I normally forget about them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and then I'm like, maybe I'll watch a few minutes of it or tune in whenever they come on. But yeah, so
Well, let me ask you something we haven't really asked anybody on the show tonight, but I'd be interested to know your thoughts. What do you like about the live stream? What do you not like about the live stream? And you can be as honest as you want to be.
I'm not really sure, honestly, because I've not watched that much. I feel bad for saying that, but I haven't.
This is really hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry.
Kelsey, I'm just
I
kidding.
feel that I'm probably not the only person who doesn't watch it that much, right?
No, of course.
You know, I'm like,
There's a
I'm
lot
the
of bad
worst.
friends out there, you know?
I'm the worst. Yeah, I'm horrible.
No, you're
Yeah.
awesome. Well, do you want to? I mean, what do you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to get out there or comment on, or
Well,
where's your head
pretty
at?
pretty exciting something happened to me. So Christina's baby was born August 4th, and my birthday is August 5th. So I was like, oh my god, like his birthday is the day before mine. That is amazing. So
That's crazy. Well, happy
that was
first of all.
crazy.
Of course, congratulations to
Right.
the Cimarelli family
Right.
on the new arrival. But happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you. And it's actually my dad's birthday, but he's not in here. But yeah.
Oh, you should have gotten your dad
Thank
a call,
you.
and that would have been so classic. Well, that's so cool. So I get very emotional around my birthday. I think of it as like a very this will sound kind of goofy, but like a very spiritual day for me. Like I feel very close to myself. I think about my life. I don't know. It's like I love my birthday. It's in October.
Right.
Are you that way with your birthday?
I mean, kind of, but like also like my birthday was actually amazing this year. But like it's a little bit like bittersweet because I had a loss of a family member, and the last day that I saw them was on my birthday in 2018. But my birthday was good, and then yeah. And I don't know. I know you've heard of Rachel Nimroff. I actually did. She did a live stream, and I talked to her. So, and,
Oh, nice.
If you guys feature her, she's amazing. You should.
Yeah.
Love her to death. So.
Well, Kelsey, I'm so happy you had a great birthday.
Thank you. I start school soon. Actually, I'm like, might as well add that in. I start school to become a medical assistant.
No way. Well, best of luck on that. That's very exciting. You must be thrilled.
Thank you. It's exciting. It's been a while, and we've moved around a lot and stuff. So, it's exciting. New time.
Kelsey, I think that's the key to happiness in life. I think new experiences. Right?
I feel that way too, because even we had gone through a hard time for a while. We didn't live in the best living situation. We lived with a camper, and I was like, I decided to go online and join the Sim Fam because I'm like, I don't want to sit around and be depressed and feel horrible all day and think about grief and whatever. I'd rather just put my energy into something positive.
Well, and Kelsey, don't you find that when, and it's not easy to do this. I don't mean to make this sound like it's easy, because I think a lot of people are struggling right now, as it sounds like you have in the past. But if you're able to muster up the strength to focus on the positive and to look and search for the positive, I think a lot of times in life we find what we're looking for, right? So if you want to find the negative, you tend to find the negative. Where if you have the power within yourself to look and find the positivity, I think positivity will find you. I think there's some magic out there, right? And it sounds like that's what happened with you, where you chose positivity, you chose the Sim Fam, you tried to find something better than your situation at the time, and look at you now. You know what I mean? It sounds like you're on your feet and you're going into medical assistant class and go on.
And we live in a nice home, and even now, and even the girls, like even like last year in like June, which this was like over a year ago, but they even chose me to do a Skype call with, and I was like, oh my god. So I've definitely experienced that, and that's very true. Like, you just have to try to focus on the positive as much as you can. I don't want to do toxic positivity because that's not a good thing, but just realize that, whatever you're feeling is temporary.
Yeah.
That's what I try to remember.
Absolutely. Everything. And you know what? Understanding, and I love that we're like taking the conversation here, because I would have never imagined it, but thank you, Kelsey.
Right.
I think that the going back to like the secret to happiness in life and just is kind of appreciating the temporariness of everything, right? Because if you realize that everything goes away and nothing's forever, you can kind of like appreciate it more. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're experiencing right now, if it's good, really savor it. Because it can always be good. And if it's bad, don't get too down, because if it's bad, then it's eventually going to be good. I
don't want to say don't get too down, because people have a tendency to just ignore and mask their problems. Just like, let yourself feel what you're going to feel for as long as you need to feel it, but try not to dwell on it. Try to find a way to take your focus off of it so that it doesn't take over your life.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I love it. Kelsey, you were a fantastic caller. That was awesome. I have an ice cream in my mouth, but you were really fantastic. And when does school start?
It starts August 17th, and then I actually have orientation on August 14th. So.
Okay. Kaylin.
Yes.
Can you make a note? August 17th, I want to put out a message reminding everyone to wish Kelsey good luck.
Yep, I will write that down.
All right. Kelsey, if we don't do it, it's Kaylin's fault.
You can personally come at me, Kelsey. You can take all the shots.
That means
All
a
right.
lot.
Well-
I'm nervous, but I'm trying to be excited. More excited than nervous. So definitely excited about it.
Well,
For
you're
sure.
doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, and I think you're going down the right path. And if you're nervous, I think nerves are great, man. You don't want to get to a point in life where you're not nervous about anything.
Right.
You know?
You don't want to be too. Try not to be too anxious. Try not to psych yourself out. But
No.
you got to be nervous. Don't want to be arrogant. So
Yep.
Stay
Exactly.
humble.
Stay humble. I have to tell Caitlin that every day.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right, Kelsey, we'll talk soon, okay? Call back anytime.
okay, great. Sounds good.
More like you gotta tell Banjo to stay
Yeah,
humble.
literally. This guy trying to build a Hollywood career off of us. Yeah, get over here, pineapple. Come here. Come here.
All right.
Take Ednita from Monbebe Nation.
Okay.
Is this Study Eddie?
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I was wondering, a few of us at Monbebe Nation are actually waiting on call. I was wondering if you could let a few others in.
You want to take everybody?
Yes.
All right. Yes. All right, Caitlin, if you can go through the waiting list, and if you can find anybody with Monbebe Nation or anything Monbebe, put them on.
All right.
My
All
sister.
right, who we got on the line? Introduce everybody from Monbebe Nation.
Hey Kevin, this is Cynical from Monbebe Nation.
What up?
Hey.
This is Chrissy. We spoke last week.
Of course, that was a great conversation. I really enjoyed that.
Same here.
This is Anita. And one more, my sister, she's quiet.
Hello, I'm Yasmin.
Yasmin, what up?
Yeah, you have the whole crew here, Kevin. Lucky you.
I know. This is like a lit Friday night, I'll tell you right now. And you know what's cool about it too is you guys are the final callers we're taking tonight.
Yeah.
And I think rightfully so that you guys are the grand finale because your artist, Monsta X, was number one tonight. So let's just give everybody give her a quick round of applause.
Yeah. Those are the boos.
Yeah. I mean, by the way, and just for the record, Banjo clapping his paws right now.
We love Banjo.
And your hard work. The Monbebe. I don't know if you guys are part of this sentiment, but I've been friendly with Monbebe and Monsta X for almost 2 years now, if not more. And I don't know how it took this long, but the Monbebe, after the radio.com interview the other night, coined Banjo to be the Monbebe. So he's the Monbebe and I'm the Monbro. So whoever came up with that, shout out to those Monbebe. But
Yeah.
Banjo officially part of the fandom.
Yeah, I came up with Monbro, and I'm loving that it's stuck.
Oh, dude, it is stuck and it's not going anywhere.
Yes.
Firstly, congratulations. A lot of hard work paying off this week with Monsta X getting back to number one. It was, I'll tell you right now, not easy to defeat Morissette or Sarah Geronimo. Their fans went absolutely crazy in a great way. You guys you know what? And you probably already know this. Monsta X fans show up live better than anybody.
We definitely learned that you don't know what you have until it's gone. So we are not letting go of first place ever again.
Woo!
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, last week was pretty rough, but I'm glad that we were able to see some new music like Morissette, Sarah Geronimo. I've never heard of them before, but I definitely added them to my playlist thanks to MTV, so that was great.
Well, thank you so much for saying that. I think that's kind of the the hidden gem, if you will, of this show, where people get turned on to new music because it's such an international show, Like, we had a guy named Joe from the Philippines last week on the after show talk about, I never knew about CNCO. And I'm in America. And I'm like, dude, how do you not know about CNCO? But you forget how big the world is. So I think that's awesome that you guys are, getting turned on to new artists, and then other people are getting turned on to Monsta X.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the concert? Let's talk about that because I know a lot of Monbebe are excited about that.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be epic. We have been waiting for months to see them perform All About Love because Monbebe Nation, this account originally was started to promote their English album and to just completely blow them up. And we have organized so many projects from radio projects to Grammy projects, you know, just to really campaign and get their English album really out there, because it's very rare that a K-pop group will actually do an all English album, because it's hard. I mean, these guys, talk about hard workers. They have to release albums not only in their native tongue, but also in Japanese and now in English. And they've also done like some songs like in China on like reality shows. Like, so these guys are phenomenal with the amount of talent they have. And like, we're so excited to see them perform All About Love, because every single song, it's just a hit. It's giving us like R&B vibes, and it's just like, these guys are amazing. Their vocal range, their skills, like, we're so stoked for this.
And so hardworking. I mean, everything you just said, and just to talk to them the other day on radio.com, and just to see it, you know, I say tired, but they're tired from hard work, but still focused and still passionate, and that's what carries them through. I need to talk directly to, and I'm gonna plug her username @StudyEddie.
Get her, Kevin.
I'm coming for her. You need to send me that amazing, beautiful work of art you made of me and Banjo from the Friday Livestream. I'm not kidding you. I want to frame it. I want to frame that. We got a P.O. box now. You got to go down to your local post office and you got to send it to us. By the way, Monbebe Nation is basically the inspiration behind our first ever unboxing video. So that's going to be coming on YouTube next week. I got your package. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're far too kind. We can confirm there's no explosives because it hasn't blown up the apartment yet.
There isn't.
Only awesome things in there, so I can't wait to open it. But that'll be on YouTube next week, and just I want to thank you guys for your generosity. But Eddie, you gotta hit me with that artwork. That is incredible.
All right, I'll make sure to send it to you.
Amazing. Yasmin, anything to add?
We're pretty much, covered what we really wanted to talk about today.
Right on.
Yasmin is our quiet one. So if you ever listen to the only Monbebe podcast called MX Saves the World, she's the quiet one in the back.
Wait, you guys have a podcast? Plug that.
Yeah, we have a podcast. It's called MX Saves the World. So if you search it on like Spotify or wherever you get your podcast, it's there. We're on hiatus right now, but we're gonna come back to discuss the live performance, the concert tomorrow. So we're actually gonna come back, I think, this weekend to just talk about the concert. But it's just a bunch of Monbebes just fangirling, trying to educate our fandom on how to properly do things. And that's what we're about. Right, thank you. And thank you so much, Caitlin. Like, you have been such a great communicator. Like, Kevin, you have like a great team behind you. So thank you so much for
Caitlin is an
keeping
all-star.
us up to date.
Caitlin is who Smash Mouth wrote All Star about.
Really? Lucky you, girl, because that's the jam.
Thank you, guys.
Have an awesome weekend. Enjoy the concert, and I'll keep an eye out for that Monbebe Nation unboxing video.
Yes. Thanks, Kevin.
Right.
Thank you, Kevin.
Bye.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Right on. Well, Caitlin, we've dropped a lot of news on the show tonight about upcoming guests, and also that, in fact, Smash Mouth wrote that song about you.
Yep.
All right, let's talk really quickly here because it's been such a long after show this week, but a great one. Thank you to everyone who called in. If you want to call in next week, by the way, we put up that information on my IG story and Twitter @Kevan Kenny, KEVAN KENNEY on Friday nights. What did we not cover that I think are big news? I guess Morissette got dethroned, and I don't like to contextualize things that way, but she fell from 1 to 3. I would argue that Morissette got more votes this week than when she won, but it was just insane, the volume of votes we got. What did you see from your end, Caitlin?
So today we had this conversation, and I hope it's okay that I'm telling everybody this, but
we'll edit it out, but go on.
Yeah. You asked what I thought the top 5 was.
Right.
And then it ended up becoming what the top 10 was. And I had the absolute hardest time finding it because it was like everywhere I was looking, it was a bunch of tweets from Morissette or a bunch of tweets for Monsta X or a bunch of tweets for Sarah G with an occasional like Anthony Ortiz, 4 of Diamonds. Like, I just had the hardest time trying to figure out who was going to be in the top 5. And so going into this, I had no idea what it was even going to look like. And usually I can gauge it. But this week I was just like, I know who the top 3 are going to be. And that's it.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was really pretty wild. And the volume at the top was just incredible. CNCO coming back there for a moment was pretty exciting. Their VMA nominees are up for 2 awards this year at the show. ATs, I think that they're sort of like a baby band on the show. You know, of course, they've done their own thing in the world. They're accomplished, but I think they're going to get there. I think this might be a fall thing. I don't know if ATs has any new music coming, but if they do, I think that could be a force. Back-to-back weeks top 5 is nothing to, bat your eyelashes at. That's something to respect. And then next week, I guess to look forward to Sarah G versus Monsta X. And I don't want to disrespect Morissette. I think Morissette is very much still in the race. But that's like the trio right now. That is definitely like the 3 fandoms to watch. And let's hope Now United can climb. You know, they had a nice showing at number 4 tonight as guests of the program. And yeah, I mean, anything else you think we should preview or cover or looking forward? Anything you see on the horizon?
No, I mean, I think you said it perfectly. And, you know, kind of just bringing it back to what we were talking about earlier and last week, how this show has kind of totally changed. And today I had this thought while I was making the graphics, how time has really just flown by. Like, I was making these graphics and I can remember when Anthony Ortiz and 4 of Diamonds, they were just debuting. So I'm so used to seeing smaller numbers for them. But today I'm putting in number 6 and number 7 and I'm like, when did they even get there? And then to think about the Cimarelli graphic, Cimarelli debuted, I want to say, around the time Louis started his streak, when Jackson Wang had his streak, and Lei Zhang. So when I'm making these graphics, I know it's always Louis, Jackson, Lei, and Cimarelli have the same numbers. And this week, Jackson Wang re-entered the show.
Yep.
So his streak is completely new. Louis Tomlinson fell out of the top requested.
Yep.
And Lei
I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of
together.
that. Louis wasn't top requested.
Yeah.
Or like Eben, and I love Eben, but like, you know what's so crazy about the show is like when something ends, there's always something new and exciting that you almost forget. Like you know, like Jaden was off the show this week, but any of these people can be back next week. But it is interesting that happens, and you don't even notice it.
Yeah, totally. It's very strange. And like, I have this list of all of the fandoms I reach out to, and each week it's just like it rotates because I try to keep it in order as to who has the longest streak. So it's like each week, okay, I'm moving people up, I'm moving people down, and I'm just like, this is so different from a couple weeks ago when Cimarelli got most requested, or when Louis had it for 2 weeks in a row. Totally crazy.
It's crazy. All right, we'll leave it there. Caitlin, anything we should tell them before we go?
To give this video a like, or this podcast a like, and subscribe to Kevan. I know we beat the record last week, the challenge.
What was it?
So
1.9? Did we get to 2?
I don't know what we got to. I can look that up really quickly. But
I'll look too.
I know we definitely beat 1.8.
Yeah. We got 1.9. So we got 1.7 last week. So, okay. So here's the goal. If you can listen to this, and let's break out this clip too so we can spread the word. If you listen to the Friday Livestream Aftershow on YouTube every week, we want 2,000 views for episode 3 in the first week. No, 2,000. We want 2,000 views. Let's do it. I'm committing to it. Meeting adjourned. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you to Caitlin for all her hard work, and thank you to you for calling in and all your hard work, respectively, for Vote for Your Faves. Brand new Friday live stream coming at you next Friday, and a brand new after show as well. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
You forgot one thing.
What?
The shout-outs.
Oh, my gosh. The most important part. All right, so, Caitlin, explain what these people did that are about to get a shout-out.
Okay, so today we put out a tweet telling people if you subscribe to Kevan and you turn on his post notifications for YouTube and send him a screenshot, we'll shout you out. So we picked a couple of random subscribers who sent in screenshots, and Kevin's gonna shout them out.
Thank you for doing this, by the way, if you're one of these people. What up at Kelsey Marie 805? I wonder if that was the same Kelsey we talked to. At Active Popster. I just realized I was calling them pop stars. They're popsters. That's Sarah G's fandom. At John Snow 072698. At Kyle Solos. At Into Morissette. And at Swerving Ortiz. You rule. I love you. I'm a fan of you. And I hope to meet you one day. That's the show.
Goodbye.